When the world is still asleep and the first whispers of dawn stretch across the horizon, there's a certain magic that lingers in the air. Jeju Island, Korea's emerald jewel, is just beginning to stir. It's 4:30 a.m., and the sky is painted in deep indigo, the stars reluctant to leave. There's a chill in the breeze, a promise of something beautiful waiting just beyond the night. My journey begins in the quiet hush before sunrise, in a small village at the foot of Seongsan Ilchulbong, the iconic sunrise peak. The streets are empty, save for the occasional flicker of a street lamp and the distant sound of waves brushing the shore. I step outside, my breath curling in the cool air, backpack slung over my shoulder, heart beating in anticipation. The world feels paused, suspended in this gentle, blue hour. The trailhead is shrouded in a gentle mist, dew clinging to the grass and the stone steps. Each footfall is a soft echo, muffled by the fog. The path ahead winds upwards, illuminated only by the faint glow of my headlamp and the subtle lightening of the sky. With every step, I feel the island waking up around me, the distant call of seabirds, the rustle of leaves, the rhythmic sound of my own breathing. There's a sense of solitude here, but it's not lonely. It's a kind of peace that settles deep within, a quiet companionship with the mountain and the sea. The ascent is steady, sometimes steep. My legs burn with effort, but it's a welcome ache, the kind that reminds you you're alive, moving, chasing something extraordinary. As I climb higher, the mist thickens, swirling around the volcanic rocks and ancient craters that line the trail. The world narrows to the crunch of gravel underfoot, and the soft, golden glow beginning to seep through the clouds. I pause for breath, my chest rising and falling, heart pounding in my ears. There's a rawness to the moment, a vulnerability that comes from being alone with nature, from reaching for the summit in the dark. I close my eyes and listen. The wind whispers through the grass, carrying the scent of salt and earth. Somewhere below, the ocean murmurs, a steady heartbeat beneath the mountain. I open my eyes and the horizon is beginning to blush, a gentle pink, a hint of orange, the first promise of sunrise. The final stretch is the steepest. The trail narrows, winding between jagged rocks and wildflowers that cling to the mountainside. My footsteps slow, lungs burning, but there's a quiet determination in every movement. The anticipation builds with every step, the knowledge that something breathtaking awaits just beyond the climb. At last, I reach the summit. The world opens up before me, vast and endless. The wind is stronger here, tugging at my jacket, carrying the scent of the sea. I find a spot along the wooden railing, overlooking the ancient crater, and wait. The sky is a canvas of color, lavender melting into gold, streaks of crimson and tangerine painting the clouds. The sun rises, slow and deliberate, casting its first rays across the island. The light spills over the crater, illuminating the jagged rim, the rolling hills, the endless ocean stretching beyond. It's a sight that steals the breath, that fills the soul with wonder. I watch as the world transforms, shadows retreat, colors bloom. The mist dissolves into shimmering sunlight. Below, the sea glitters, waves catching fire in the morning light. The grass on the crater dances in the breeze, each blade aglow with dew. For a moment, time stands still. There's only the sunrise, the mountain, and the quiet joy of being here, now. As the sun climbs higher, the summit fills with warmth. I take a deep breath, feeling the sunlight on my face, the wind in my hair. There's a sense of accomplishment, of gratitude. To witness this moment, to stand at the edge of the world and watch the day begin, it's a gift, a memory that will linger long after the journey ends. I linger at the summit, watching as the colors shift, as the island awakens below. Fishermen set out to sea, their boats tiny specks against the vast blue. The village comes alive, smoke curling from chimneys, the scent of breakfast drifting on the breeze. The world feels new, filled with possibility. From above, the landscape is breathtaking, a tapestry of green and gold, the crater a perfect circle carved by time and fire. The coastline curves gracefully, waves crashing against black volcanic rock. Fields of wildflowers ripple in the wind, and the village nestles quietly at the mountain's base. The drone soars higher, capturing the majesty of Jeju Island bathed in morning light. The peace of the summit lingers as I begin my descent. The trail is brighter now, the mist burned away by the sun. Each step is lighter, the ache in my legs replaced by a quiet satisfaction. I pass other hikers, their faces flushed with exertion and awe, smiles exchanged in silent camaraderie. The path winds down toward the sea, the air filled with the scent of salt and wild grass. The ocean glimmers, waves rolling gently onto the black sand beach. I wander along the shore, shoes in hand, letting the cool water lap at my feet. The world is awake now, vibrant and alive. Children laugh in the distance, their voices mingling with the call of gulls. I find a quiet spot, sitting on a sun-warmed rock, watching the waves and the shifting clouds. There's a sense of contentment here, a feeling that everything is exactly as it should be. The journey, the climb, the sunrise, it all comes together in this moment of stillness. After the hike, I wander into a small coastal café, tucked away on a narrow street overlooking the sea. The windows are fogged from the warmth inside, the air filled with the scent of freshly brewed coffee and sweet tangerines. I order a cup, hands wrapped around the mug, savoring the bitter warmth. The cafe is peaceful, sunlight streaming through the windows, casting golden patterns on the wooden tables. Locals linger over breakfast, their laughter soft and easy. I sit by the window, watching the waves and the distant silhouette of Seongsan Ilchulbong, its peak crowned with sunlight. There's a romance in the simplicity of this moment, a quiet joy in being alone, in savoring the beauty of the morning, the adventure behind me, the day unfolding ahead. I jot down thoughts in my journal, sketches of the sunrise, fragments of poetry inspired by the mountain and the sea. Traveling solo brings a different kind of magic. There's freedom in setting your own pace, in choosing your own path. But there's also a deeper connection to the places you visit, to the moments you experience, to yourself. The sunrise at Seongsan Ilchulbong is more than just a view. It's a reminder of the beauty that exists in the world, waiting to be discovered, cherished, remembered. As I finish my coffee, I think back to the climb, the misty trail, the breathless anticipation, the explosion of color as the sun rose over Jeju. Each moment feels vivid, alive, painted with the warmth of dawn. There's a sense of gratitude, of awe, for the chance to witness something so extraordinary. I step back into the morning, the village now bustling with life. Market stalls open, vendors calling out greetings, the scent of fresh bread and fruit filling the air. I wander through the streets, camera in hand, capturing the details. The smile of a shopkeeper, the shimmer of sunlight on a fishing net, the laughter of children chasing each other down the lane. There's a poetry to everyday life here, a rhythm that echoes the rise and fall of the sea. The people of Jeju move with purpose, their days shaped by the island and its moods. I feel a quiet kinship, a sense of belonging, even as a traveler passing through. Before leaving, I turn back for one last look at Seongsan Ilchulbong, now fully revealed in the morning light. The peak stands tall, regal, a testament to the power of nature and time. I take a deep breath, letting the moment settle into memory. A sunrise chased, a journey completed, a piece of my heart left behind on this windswept summit. The adventure lingers, woven into the fabric of the day. The colors of sunrise, the taste of coffee, the echo of footsteps on a misty trail. These are the moments that shape us, that remind us of the beauty in the world, the wonder waiting just beyond the horizon. Golden sunlight spilling across the crater rim, mist swirling around ancient stones, close-ups of breathless smiles, eyes shining with awe. The drone soaring above the island, capturing the grandeur of land and sea, waves crashing against the black sand beach, footprints trailing behind. The quiet cafe, coffee steaming in the morning light, laughter echoing through the village, the sun climbing ever higher. Each image is a memory, a fragment of a story told in sunrise hues and soft lo-fi melodies. The journey may end, but the feeling remains. A quiet awe, a gentle peace, the knowledge that somewhere in the world, the sun is always rising and adventure awaits those willing to chase it. As the music fades and the day begins in earnest, I carry the sunrise with me, a reminder to seek beauty, to embrace the journey, to find romance in the quiet moments. This is Jeju. This is the magic of Seongsan Ilchulbong. This is the promise of a new day. And somewhere, beneath the endless sky, the world is waking up, bathed in the golden light of possibility.